trainer and nutritionist, and today I have a no equipment boxing and abs aerobics workout. So this is a fun way to do cardio and work your abs, and we're going to incorporate the both. This is not a self-defense video. The workout begins with a warm-up. We'll do the workout itself. Then we have cool-down stretches when we're done. Before we begin, I have an inspirational phrase to share with you. It says, "Anger is destructive. Pray for your enemies, which is constructive and provides goodwill." And this is actually something that I learned maybe a year ago, and it took me a long time to learn it because I really had my heart set on justice for some things in my life, and there are people that I held I guess accountable for some wrongs in my life, and I had to learn to wish goodwill for them because this provides healing for the world, which sounds silly, but when you're angry about something, it really only hurts you. Like if you're driving and someone cuts you off in traffic and you're like, "Oh, this person, how rude." That doesn't really solve anything. That person probably doesn't care that you're upset, so only you are getting high blood pressure. And then on top of that, I'm sure you can think of a time in your life where you were in a really big hurry and cut some people off too. So it's important to have compassion for all beings in the world, no matter what the wrong is that they did to you, because this is what's going to help the world, and it gives understanding. So I know sometimes that can be really hard to fathom, especially if someone did something really awful. But when you pray for them, you can pray for their healing or them to get better. Life is not always about revenge, because sometimes you're not going to get revenge. And so it's better to free yourself of this horrible and also deteriorating emotion, because anger can affect your physical health. The mind, the body, and the spirit, they're all connected. So that being said, we'll begin our warm-up. The first thing that we have is the cat and cow, and it's going to stretch the abdomen and the back. So you're going to get into a quadruped position, and from here you're going to sink your belly in and then round your back. So we'll do that for 5. The next thing we have is from this exact same position, we're going to do a quadruped tee-up. This is going to stretch the side of the abdomen and the back, because we'll be boxing, we'll be working all these things. So from here you're going to rotate one hand up, following it with your gaze, and then come back down. So we're going to do 5 and then switch. So once you've done your 5, switch. And now we're ready to start the actual workout. So the first thing that we have is a tick-tock and a punch. So a tick-tock is a way of a slip, or a fun way to think about it. So what you're going to do is you're going to move your head from side to side, and if you can see your shadow, it looks kind of like a tick-tock. So get into your fighter stance, tick-tock, and then 2 punch. So we're going to do 10 and then switch our stance and do the same thing. our next movement, which is going to be a sit-up with hooks. So you're going to travel to the floor, do your sit-up, hook, hook, and then come back down. So we're going to do 10 total. Then we're on to our next exercise, which is going to be a lunge with 2 punches. So you're going to give your lunge, 2 punch, and then switch sides. So we're going to alternate sides for 12. Let's begin. Exercise, which is going to be a jab, cross, hook, uppercut, and O slip. So you're going to get in your stance, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, and then an O slip. You're going to imagine a pencil in each one of your hands here, and you're going to draw a circle in each direction with your imaginary 2 pencils. So as a fluid movement, it looks like this: jab, cross, hook, uppercut, O slip. That is 1, and we're going to do 5, then switch stances. Now we're going to travel to the floor for a sit-up with 10 uppercuts. This one is different than before, except for the sit-up part. So you're going to do your sit-up, come up, and then do 10 uppercuts. This mimics what is an oblique exercise called a rope climber. It looks like this, but it has a little boxing twist. So we're going to do that a total of 3 times. So we'll have 30 uppercuts and only 3 sit-ups. Not so bad. Thing that we have are called pivot punches, and so what you're going to do is you're going to pivot on each side and give a punch. So we're going to do 10 and then switch stance. Cool down stretches. So we're going to travel to the floor, and the first thing we'll be doing is a Cobra. So you're going to get into a prone position and push up. You should feel a good stretch in the front of your abdomen and lower back. This also opens up the chest. So we'll hold for a moment. If the fully extended arm is too intense for you, you can do the same thing from your elbows. The next thing we have is going to be a pigeon. It's going to stretch the lower part of the body and the hip, which is important because the hip is connected to the abdominals. So you're going to fold your leg in front of you, relax the other leg behind you. switch sides. And that concludes our boxing and abs, no equipment aerobics workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more of my other videos on YouTube under Wellness by Elizabeth, and like, subscribe, and share.